Hey guys, what's going on? This is your old pal CHH, and the VESTRON line is back. We've got our newest one, Ghoulies 3, Ghoulies Go to College. You'll notice though that it doesn't say Ghoulies 3 on the front of here, but they kind of make up for it, and we'll get to that in a second. So if you've been keeping score at home, we do have 4Ks of the first two Ghoulies. We have part 1's 4K right here, which came from MVD, and they just killed it. I love MVD. And they delivered on Ghoulies 2. And if you'll notice, they kind of mimic these to look like CED video discs, if you guys remember that, they're really cool. So Ghoulies 3. Now, this is not going to be a negative review, but my attitude is a little negative, but I don't want to seem like a jerk or anything. So let's just kind of briefly talk about this movie, then we'll get into the release. And the release is not bad, trust me. So let's just talk a little bit about this. Ghoulies 3. This is a movie that every time somebody just utters the title, there's always a chuckle or a laugh, and it's for good reason. Ghoulies 3 is a John Buechler film, and it is just completely zany, so over-the-top zany, that it's like you don't make fun of it, you don't pick on it, because Ghoulies 3 knows when you name a movie Ghoulies 3, Ghoulies Go to College, and you don't know what to expect, that's kind of your fault. I mean, it's just the most ridiculous movie, and it doesn't take itself seriously whatsoever. Now, rewatching this film, I must admit I was not as remembering as I was at how much tits are in this. Good God, there are a ton of tits. So for all the bros out there and the ladies, you definitely get some eye candy in this movie, that's for sure. So the way Ghoulies 3 starts is like there's this ancient toilet that houses the Ghoulies. Now years later, this toilet ends up in this university, and there's this comic book in the wall that one of these dweeb college kids finds. He starts to read the comic book and almost resurrects the Ghoulies out of the toilet. Believe it or not, the person that actually ends up resurrecting these big, fat, nasty Ghoulies is the dean of the college, and the Ghoulies come straight out, and wouldn't you know it, they just start talking. No, they didn't talk in 1 or 2, but for some reason in part 3, Buechler was like, no, these guys got to talk. We got to make these suckers talk. So yeah, the Ghoulies talk their ass off in this one. And what do they say? Well, they act like the Three Stooges. They act exactly like the Three Stooges. As a matter of fact, the fish ghoulie basically does the thing where he just takes them and bops the other two with their heads together, makes all the sounds. It's basically a Three Stooges Ghoulies film. And from what I understand, the guy that wrote the screenplay for this basically wrote a Three Stooges script, and they just shoehorned it into a Ghoulies script, if memory serves. It's on the special features, which they talk about. But Ghoulies 3 is like, you gotta see it to believe it almost. There are also some seriously funny cameos. Number one, you're gonna see a baby Matthew Lillard in here, and he's in the beginning. Pay attention because you almost don't recognize him. I mean, he looks like he was 15 when he did this movie. Now, how old was he actually? I don't know, but he looked like a baby, and it was so great seeing him, and he doesn't have a whole lot of lines, and Kane Hodder maybe has the best cameo of all time in Ghoulies 3, and the part I'm referencing, of course, is when the mop bucket goes down the stairs, Kane Hodder falls right into it and runs right into a guy, papers fly everywhere. The funny thing is, like, some of the kill sequences in here, they're really means to an end. This movie is just supposed to be a big goof, but they have to have some death sequences in here. You know, this is a horror movie still, but when they do have scenes like that, some of them are actually pretty cool. There's a plunger scene where one of the Ghoulies plungers a girl in the shower and stretches her face out, and it looks like something that you would see out of like a society scene. Her face and her skin just continually grow out. It's pretty funny. The movie is just zany and ridiculous, but the funny thing about this is somehow the world has seemed to agree that Ghoulies 3 is alright. Like, we can like Ghoulies 3. It's like, it embraces itself so much that the world has agreed. I don't think I've ever met anybody that's just said Ghoulies 3 is a piece of crap. No, they chuckle and they laugh because they know it's fun. It's Ghoulies 3, Ghoulies Go to College. And for that, I say that's awesome. I know people who think this is the best Ghoulies, or they love it the most. Maybe not the best, but they say, oh, Ghoulies 3, Ghoulies, that's my favorite one. I know Dinosaur Dracula is a huge Ghoulies Go to College fan. So the movie is great. Everybody loves it. It's a hoot and a holler, and I definitely recommend seeing the film above anything else. All right, guys, so let's talk about this release. So let me kind of get my negative stuff out of the way. The negative stuff really is just this, and then I'll talk about what this release has, the look of it, and the reverse artwork, which I do like a lot. So, the thing that's kind of a bummer, and it just doesn't feel the same. And I hate to say that, but it just does not feel the same. What do I mean by that? You know, Vestron, when they really started out, guys, they were way overpriced. When Vestron initially started, I'm talking back in 2015 or 16, it might have even been 17, it might have been 16, but my point is, they were like $34.99. I would go to FYE and they would be nearly 40 bucks. Now online, they were probably somewhere in a similar price range, but still, they were expensive. And then all of a sudden, they went away for a long time, came back, and they were cheap. They were 12, 14 bucks on Diabolic DVD. You could go to Walmart. They were so cheap, but the quality remained. They never dipped in quality. They always had awesome artwork on their slipcovers. They always had special features, no matter what quality of film it is, including Ghoulies 3. There's great special features on this, and every release seemed like it was treated with the same amount of respect. I don't have anything bad to say about the quality or anything regarding the Vestron video line. I love them. I'm sure you watching this, you love them too, especially during the last couple years, that Walmart run when they came out with Shivers and Maximum Overdrive. I mean, these titles were cheap, but the releases were good and they felt like collector's releases. It seems that Lionsgate has restructured everything, and now these titles have gone back up in price. Now, I'm not going to say that they're overpriced, but it's really hard to be as excited when you know you have to pay more of a bigger price for these when they were selling for 12, 14 bucks, and the quality was exactly the same. Now, why is Lionsgate doing this? And they are making this part of the Lionsgate limited line, by the way. I don't know. It's just kind of bittersweet, and it takes the fun out of these a little bit. I know that these companies, like the Lionsgate, Vestron Video, they're not paying for the license to get these films. They're in-house. They're in their catalog. I don't know, it just is what it is. So my thing is, it just isn't this, it doesn't hit the same, it doesn't feel the same. But here's what I'll say with the Vestron video line. I think if you guys are going to go up to a higher price, make sure that the quality of the title is there. Like, really put out good stuff if you can, even if it wasn't necessarily a Vestron video title back in the day. Obviously this was, but I know that everything that they've done in the past was technically under the Vestron video line on home video. So hopefully we can maintain a level of quality in terms of commercial value, I guess, and the films just be fun. Like Ghoulies 3 is good. It's fun. I'm glad that they did this. I do wish we were getting those Walmart prices still, but maybe that stuff was like, maybe they started to take a bath on some of those titles. I don't know. So I'm sure most of you guys feel that way. So anyway, guys, here's the release. I do love the artwork. Mind you, it doesn't say 3 on the front, but you can reverse the art on the slip, and there you'll have it. It does say Ghoulies 3 right there. The reverse art is good. I like it, but I much would have preferred if they just stuck with the exact original VHS cover that they had from back in, what, 1991 or 1990. Every Vestron release, this is a Blu-ray with a digital code. And you know what? Screw it. Anybody wants to get that, zoom in, pause it, take it. I don't care. It's my little way of giving back. The disc looks great. It is a 1-disc release. And in terms of special features, guys, it was great. Let's talk about what they had. There's an audio commentary with film historians T.J. Bowser and Paul Ashford of Project Louder. The interviews are fantastic. Mr. Carter Goes to College, and that was the star of the film. The guy does look like Donald Trump, which is so funny. And he doesn't like being called that, which is even funnier. And he talked so highly about John Buechler in this. It was a great interview, and I loved him in the movie. Ghoulies and Gags behind the screenplay of Ghoulies Go to College, and that's where we learned about all the, you know, the Three Stooges gags and things like that. And then Out of the Bowl, Making the Monsters of Ghoulies Go to College. 3 really good features. I mean, really good features. Red Shirt, Michael Felsher, if you're seeing this, I don't know if you are, but amazing. I love it. You did a great job. This is a good release. Like, I don't want to say that, like, don't buy this. No, this is a great release. I'm going to miss those Walmart prices. I'm going to miss that $14 or $12.99 that they were selling these for. It made it so exciting, and now we're back up to a more, I don't know what these were, 20-something bucks, I think. So the audio was 2.0. In terms of the picture quality, guys, the picture quality was good. I'd give it a 6 out of 10. It looked pretty much identical to the Blu-ray that came in the Spanish 3-pack, which has Ghoulies 3, which this is something, if you guys are interested in, maybe you could go online. I don't know if these are still available on Amazon, but you could probably eBay them for decent prices. I've done a full review on this. Go Google that if you want to see it. But I mean, I do like the Vestron release. I love the artwork on the front. They did a great job on that. It's a good release, guys. It just sucks. I'm scared these aren't going to hit the same now that we have to pay more money. So I hope that they keep the commercial value up on the next releases of titles we've seen and things like that. So guys, I'm going to give this release, in terms of its content, an 8 out of 10. If it was $12.99, it would be a 10 out of 10. I'll tell you that right now. But guys, let me know what you think. Let me know how you feel about this being Lionsgate Limited. And that's it for now. God bless you guys. I'll see y'all very, very soon. Take care. Huge, giant thank you to all of my Patreon supporters. Without you guys, this would not be possible. To get behind-the-scenes photos, videos, music, private live streams, and much more, you can subscribe to my Patreon for as little as $1 a month. Thank you to my patrons.